All right.
I think we got time for one more.
Our last question. Jocko, what is more important in being successful at achieving your goals, nature or nurture?
Okay, so this is the classic question of nature versus nurture. And in my opinion, it's neither. In my whole life, I've seen people from every different strata. In the SEAL teams, you had everybody. You had Ivy League kids with the silver spoon, and you had former gangbangers and hood rats. And at the same time, you had prep school kids and kids from blue-collar families and everybody in between. There was kids with the big, strong families that were really, really close, and you had kids with no families. Kids that were pampered and kids that were abused. Everything. We had everything. And in all of those different groups, there were some people that were successful and got the job done, and some people that were unsuccessful and couldn't get it done. And in working with businesses now, I see the same thing. People from every walk of life, from the bottom to the top. And I've seen every type of those different types of people be successful. So to me, it's not about nature or nurture. It's about choice. The people that are successful decide they are going to be successful. They make that choice. And they make other choices. They decide to study hard. They choose to work hard. They choose to be the first person to get to work and the last person to go home. They choose to take on the hard jobs and take on the challenges. They decide that they're going to lead when no one else will. They choose who they're going to hang around with and be associated with, and they choose who they're going to emulate. These people choose to become who they want to become. They aren't inhibited by nature or nurture. They overcome both. And I'll tell you something else. It's never too late to make that choice. You're never too old to decide where you're going to focus your efforts and push to make the most out of every situation. So, to me, it's not about what you've been through and where you were. It's about where you're going. And it's about the choices that you make. It's about choosing. Choose to make yourself smarter and stronger and healthier. Choose to work out and study and eat good food and keep your mind clean. Don't let nature or nurture make you. Choose to make yourself. I think that's all I've got for tonight. So, to all you troopers out there on the front lines of the battlefield or on the front lines of life, thanks for joining us in this conversation. Thanks for listening and subscribing, and go crank out a review on iTunes or pin it to your social media. Share it. Let everybody know that we are here. And we are moving forward together into the fray. And tell them all that we are not scared of the dark. because we're here and we're bringing the light. Thanks for connecting with us through the interwebs. And if you don't know, on Twitter, at Jocko Willink, and Echo is at Echo Charles. We also have the Facebook. And with that, I'm, what is it, / Jocko Willink?
Wait.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm
Just
Jocko
look
Willink.
for Jocko Willink. Yeah, do a little.
And then we have the podcast one.
Right. That's facebook.com / Jocko Podcast.
There you go. And get on there. Give us some feedback. Give us some questions. Let us know what you think of what's going on here. And then we got some companies that support us. Support them.
It's true. For the Facebook thing too, we don't really post that much on there, but what we do post and will post is going to be like quality stuff. It won't be just like, just a bunch of stuff for quantity content. It'll be like
I haven't
quality.
quite got down my system. I've definitely every question that is posted on either of the Facebooks, I am definitely taking in and putting it into the question bank. That doesn't mean it's going to get answered on the podcast because we don't have time to answer thousands of questions.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely looking at it. I'm reading it. Sometimes if I see a trend of the same question, boom, I see it 4, 5, 6 times, unless it's about parenting. But if I see,
like 20.
if I see something 4 or 5 times, hey, I'm gonna throw it on there, and we'll talk about it. Some of them I just answer because I know, hey, you know what, no one cares about this question, but you, whoever you are, somebody's gonna give you a short answer, or maybe it's a long answer, and so yeah, if you get on there, I'm looking at it. I haven't quite got down my system for Facebook yet. I only just recently am starting to figure it out. The different parts of it, because I've never used it before and I didn't use it that actively. So I'm trying to get better at it. But that's why Twitter's really easy for me. It's like,
it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's very straightforward.
Yeah. Facebook's always changing as well. But in regards to them, because what you do is like Twitter, you just like the page, right? It's like follow. So you like it follows. But some pages, man, you follow it and then it's a bunch of stuff that it's like, this is starting to be not that relevant. Maybe once a week I'll see some relevant stuff. So what I'm going to do is like anything I post is going to be very relevant, or even like how we record before we start recording. I might post some deleted scenes.
Oh,
or something
deleted
like
scenes.
Yeah.
Humor.
Just every once in a while. So, no harm, no foul if you
Like
just
that,
like it.
like
Even
that.
if you don't want to answer a question or ask a question. But please ask the question.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to get to respond to some of the comments, you know what I mean? Try and get on there every once in a while.
Right. Yeah, I think the Twitter is easier, just like how you said, because it's just super simple.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. But either way, they're both great. Onit.com / Jocko. That's where you get your 10% off your supplements, and their supplements are so good, man. Like I'm not super into supplements. That's the thing. But the ones that I take, and it's hard to tell the difference a lot of times between brands, but you can tell the difference with these brands. And like the Warrior Bar, for example. In my opinion, that's one of the most genius things.
It is
because like
genius.
beef jerky. Remember when beef jerky came, or not when it came out?
It's a Warrior Bar.
No, not even close. But when you saw beef jerky as someone who's into protein, when you're, I don't know, when I turned like 15, 16, started lifting, beef jerky was, dang, that is dope.
I used to
Whoever
carry
invented
beef jerky in the
that.
field all the time.
Yeah. So consider the Warrior Bar is like, way better. It's like beef jerky, but the
awesome.
real deal. But it's super awesome. Anyway, that my point is the stuff on Onnit is good, and you get 10% off. So that's like a no brainer. Onnit.com / Jocko. There you go. And then the Amazon click through, you go to the podcast website, which is JockoPodcast.com or JockoStore.com, either one. And you click through to the Amazon before you do your shopping, and you can passively support. Well,
slightly active.
Semi-actively.
Pretty
support.
passive. It doesn't cost
just
you
one
anything.
click. Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of people asked for the donation link, and that's on JockoPodcast.com.
Through PayPal.
It uses PayPal, real simple, but it's on there nonetheless. For everyone that does that, man, it's so cool to be like, this guy just liked what you were saying, and he was like, here's some money.
That's
Dang,
awesome.
That's
how we
I
pay
was
for
blown away.
microphones and video cameras.
Hey, man, or you get a shirt. Get a shirt on jockostore.com. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. One has Jocko's head on it with the word good backwards. So when you look in the mirror, it tells you good. When things are going bad, there's always some good that comes from it.
Echo.
There you go.
Keeping it real.
Some stickers and mugs as well. Anyway, there it is. And there they are.
Nice. And also, if you want some more of this stuff, I referenced it several times tonight, but a buddy of mine, Leif Babin, my brother, we wrote a book called Extreme Ownership. It's available in hardcover, Kindle, or audiobook. And we actually read the audiobook. So if you want to hear us talking more, there's 8 hours you can get yourself into. War stories and leadership. And it's good times. And finally, and most importantly, thanks for making the choice. The choice to make yourself better, faster, stronger, smarter, healthier. And of course, thanks to everyone for making the choice to get up, get going, get aggressive, and get after it. So until next time, this is Jocko and Echo. Out.